Well, good morning, everybody. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do kind of a breakdown of this INNOVA 5610 scanner that our friends at INNOVA sent us. We're gonna kind of walk through some of the things that we've used it for so far, our first impressions, some recommendations for INNOVA to make this thing better. Why don't you pour yourself a cup of coffee, sit back, relax, let's get into it. We've had this INNOVA 5610 scan tool for about 2 weeks now. So I wanted to kind of go over some of the stuff and how to use this. I want to say a special thank you to our friends at INNOVA who were actually kind enough to send this out to us. So far, this thing has been pretty awesome. I posted a few videos about how to use it, and so I kind of want to go over my initial impressions of the scan tool. I'd like to talk a little bit about some of the how-tos and what I recommend, and then also I I want to go over kind of what I would recommend to INNOVA for improvements. So here we go. This scan tool comes with something called the Repair Solutions 2, which is an app that you actually download on your phone. It links via Bluetooth to the actual scan tool, so you can view all the live data on your phone or on a tablet. It shows some forecasted repairs. You put your mileage in on your car, and it'll show you, if there's some maintenance things forecasted. It'll show you the next maintenance schedule and how much that might actually cost. I thought that was super cool. Another thing that it showed that a lot of other scan tools don't show is it actually showed the recalls uh, that have been in place or implemented on your vehicle. Now, it doesn't tell you if the recalls have been completed on your vehicle. There's no way to tell that. You just have to either call a dealership or take it to a dealership, and they'll be able to tell you that. I just thought that was a really cool feature for that Repair Solutions app. It doesn't look like there's a maximum of vehicles because I did it on two of my vehicles and they both popped up one at a time. So just like normal scan tools, this scan tool will erase trouble codes. It'll read trouble codes. What's nice is that the Repair Solutions actually Bluetooth to your phone or your app, which makes it super handy when you're trying to look at the diagnostic trouble codes. Some of the other things that I found that this scan tool does is actually views live data. Some of the basic scan tools can do it, but not to this extent. This thing went over. I was looking at live voltage, charging. I was looking at O2 saturation. I was looking at temperatures and pressures and a lot of things. And I'll try and put a video up here with what I was seeing because a lot of the stuff was very very in depth, and I tried it on multiple vehicles. So there are some things with my older vehicle, my older truck, that it just doesn't have the sensors, and that's fine. It's got nothing to do with the tool. But for my newer Toyota, it was pretty stellar. So it's really cool is that you can actually select to record uh, with diagnostic trouble code trigger. So if the code pops up, it'll actually give, I think it's like 100 frames or something like that of live data when that code tripped, which is super helpful, especially if you have an intermittent fault or an intermittent issue that won't necessarily be there when it's dropped off, but you take it for a test drive and it'll pop up a couple times. So that is super helpful. So this scan tool does full bidirectional testing, which I thought was really cool because it allows you to go through the menu and find all the actuators and solenoids that you can actually turn on and off. It allowed me to open up the EGR valve in my truck all the way, and it even allowed me to stall out the truck, and then it reset my EGR settings so that I could start my truck again. So that was kind of scary. I thought I messed up my truck, but Everything was good. It also allowed me to adjust the RPMs in the vehicle, set it at a certain RPM for a certain amount of time. So that could be really helpful if you're trying to recreate a fault, especially in like a pulley system. You're trying to rev up the engine to see, what it sounds like when it's revved up, and you can't always do that when you're in the truck and if you're by yourself. Another thing this scan tool allowed me to do was actually test the batteries in my hybrid car, which no other scan tool that I've used is able to do that. And I don't know if I recorded it. I'm gonna put it up here. So basically, I went through the menus and did a battery test on my hybrid car, and it told me the exact voltage and the actual health status of every single battery pack that's in my hybrid car. So all the different cells, it read the voltage and it read whether it was healthy cells or not, which I got to be honest, I was not expecting that. That's going to help me down the road and in the future if I start to have some, random electrical battery issues. That is definitely going to help me be able to diagnose where this is at. Something like this is super super helpful when it comes to buying like an older style hybrid or like an old Toyota Prius. A lot of those cars are in really good shape, and people sell them because they don't want to spend some money replacing the batteries because they think the whole battery is bad, but it might just be a couple batteries. So you use this bidirectional scanner and it'll tell you exactly which cells are bad in the car. So that is going to be something that I'm going to be using heavily in the future. I also did an alternator test and a battery test on the pickup truck because it's been having some electrical issues. The battery's been dying overnight. And so I did an alternator test and found that the alternator was actually good to go. Um, but I also did a battery test, and it let me know that my battery was bad. Or I'm sorry, it let me know that my battery was going bad. And then one of the final things that I want to talk about this scan tool, it's TPMS sensor reading. So right here's a video that I did. I basically used this code scanner. I had an ABS light pop on and found that my rear passenger side ABS sensor was not transmitting because the battery was dead. Being able to narrow down exactly which TPMS sensor was non-functioning allows me to do a proper diagnosis. So not all of them are bad. I might just have a bad battery. So I replaced the battery. I'm good to go. The book here, the user manual, is about 121 pages. But honestly, there's a lot of YouTube videos out on these things on like how to use them. The scan tool, I would say, is an advanced tool for a beginner, but it's not impossible to learn. So if you want to buy something that's going to last you years and you're going to be able to use it for every single vehicle you got, this is a really good purchase. It will grow with your knowledge. As far as the advanced mechanics or techs out there, it is a good portable system to keep in your car. But a lot of you guys, if you're using all data, if you're using Snap on, Alltel, that sort of stuff, it's not going to be as powerful as those systems. I don't know if Innova has any of those systems, but it's a really good scan tool to keep at the ready, to keep in your vehicle, and in case you need it. And honestly, it's a really good scan tool for any sort of mobile mechanics that you're trying to do on the road diagnostics. I've used All Data with their All Data scan tool. I've used anywhere from the $25 code scan reader, and this one I hope to keep for a long time because I really like this one, and it's far more affordable than something like an Alltel or something like a Snap on or a All Data. Those are borderline untouchable if you're just a DIY guy or a just starting out mobile mechanic. So some of the recommendations I have for the scan tool, the number one recommendation is going to be have a battery access or a way to actually use batteries for this, because there's certain things that you can do with this scan tool, specifically like sync via Bluetooth to the actual repair solutions. But if it's not hooked up to the car, you can't do it. So if you had some sort of battery or an alternate power source where you can power it up, and so I can Bluetooth it via Wi Fi in my house instead of going out to the garage, that would have been a lot easier. I would recommend for INNOVA to actually find a way to design like a harder case so that I can take this with me on the go and have it in that hard case safe. It's probably going to protect it from any sort of significant damage and might even help with some warranty work, because in a year, if I don't put this in a hard case, that won't last a year, especially with doing mobile mechanic stuff. And then that's really all the kind of improves. I went through all the menus. I kind of went through the software. It was super intimidating at first, but really it's kind of intuitive after you just get in there and play and read the instructions. The book is 121 pages, which seems long, but it's not. It's a lot of step by step instructions. So that's my video. That's my video. It's the kind of a initial impression and a little bit of walkthrough on what this thing can do, what this INNOVA 5610 scanner can actually do. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and let me know if you want one of these to be thrown into maybe the next tool giveaway we're going to do at 1,000 subscribers. Thanks for watching. As always, have a good morning.